another edition of the Union Football Coaches Show. I'm Rick Corey, the voice of the Redskins, joined by the head coach, Kirk Frederick. And boy, you go down the turnpike, it's one thing, but to go down on a Thursday night, that's a different deal to play a Moore team that was prepared, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. I really am impressed with what their staff has done, especially the last couple of years. They made the playoffs last year. They're a tough opponent, and the scoreboard doesn't show you how tough we battle with those guys. And I'm really excited about the way our district has played to this point. Putnam City North, Owasso, Mustang, now Moore. There's some good football being played, and I was proud of our kids and some of the adjustments we had to make against Moore. Came out in a great attack against our defense, and we had to kind of adjust on the fly after a couple of series. Our coaches did a nice job. Our kids were in tune, and then offensively, I think we scored just about every possession. I think we punted one time. But I know in the red zone we're 7 for 7 if you count the field goal, and special teams we had another block kick. So all in all, our kids played pretty well.
Yeah, a very complete football game. You're going to see some of those neat adjustments Moore and Union made in a few minutes. But first of all, let's get right to the first half highlights of this game. I'm talking about stats, of this game. And take a look at this now. 552 total yards for the Redskins. That is like the old days, huh?
It is. That's a lot of fun. And, Peyton was just incredible. The last few games has really been playing very well, throwing the ball well, putting the ball right where it needs to be, and probably statistically had his best game, over 300 yards. And I think he only had 4 or 5 incompletions, and Peyton just playing extremely well. Darius had 3 touchdowns running the football, and all in all, I thought that our guys played well. And then you can see that we gave up a little bit with them throwing the football early on as we started to adjust to some of those things. Their quarterback, I have a lot of respect for him and the way he plays. Rushing game-wise, we were able to shut those things down and played fairly well.
I really like the rushing number on the Union side of the football, because obviously to win games, especially in important, tough district games, you've got to be able to move it offensively. I thought that was a great sign.
Well, it's one of those things that we talked about and we focused on. We tried to establish something very physical, trying to have a punishing run game. I don't think we're there yet, but we're getting much better in that case, and looking forward to seeing how our team evolves in the running game over these next 3 or 4 weeks.
Of course, the other thing you'd look at, the only other number is the number of penalties, but there was a lot of laundry on the field the other night, so you want to cut that back, but that's always the case.
Well, it's one of those things where you get frustrated. Some of those are self-inflicted, and some of them are because guys are playing hard. But without a doubt, I thought that all in all, offensively, like I said, Peyton being our player of the game, offensively was outstanding. It continues to play well in that role.
You mentioned Peyton as the offensive player of the game. He had a terrific game. Nick Jones defensively, boy, he brought some wood.
Yeah, Nick has played so well, and for him to help us make some of those adjustments and the way he's been playing, I was very proud of Nick. You look out on the field, he definitely had some big-time plays.
And then Xavier Dandridge on the special teams, but he's done a lot of things for you lately.
Xavier has. He's done a really good job, and picked him because of the kick coverage. He made a couple of really great plays on kickoff. Anytime you get a running back, get somebody to buy into special teams, go down the field, make plays, we're proud of Xavier, and he was our special teams player of the week.
All right, so when we say highlights, there's a lot of them to watch. We'll come back to first half highlights next on the Union Football Coaches Show.
For more than 50 years, Central States Orthopedics and Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center have been the area's leading orthopedic and sports medicine providers. And now, we've joined forces as Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. One name, one focus. Excellent orthopedic and sports medicine care. Together, we serve as the team physicians for almost every high school and university in the region. We are the area's leading expert for work-related injuries, and our surgical hospital is the only 5-star rated hospital in Tulsa. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Come see why we're better together.
Union fans, stay connected with your favorite team all year long with the official app of the Union Redskins. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, the Union Redskins athletic app will keep you up to date with all things Union. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of the Union Redskins. You can download it today for free in the App Store and Google Play.
Welcome back again to the Union Football Coaches Show. Rick Horry along with the head coach of the Redskins, Kirk Frederick. We've got to get right to first half highlights because there's just so many of them. Union at Moore. You've kind of become familiar with this place, but it's a difficult place to play.
It is. It's, the atmosphere, at times you got to kind of create your own. We're excited to have the TP there and playing Southmore and Moore in this place. We get to come here quite a bit. Our kids are used to it. They come out right away, and JoJo makes a nice play deep. Quarterback, what an outstanding play. Kind of the old Tebow play out in the middle of the field, and kind of gave us fits a few times. But, again, our guys are rallying, trying to get to there. Again, trying to adjust to a couple things we hadn't practiced. They had been kind of two tight end sets and kind of running game, and credit to them getting out there and making the play. Love this play by Jaquan. Outstanding job, scoop and score, getting the ball, backwards pass, and we've been practicing that a lot and excited for him to be able to come up with that. We catch this ball out here. JT's so explosive. I think we caught this ball about half a yard in front of the line of scrimmage, maybe. And unfortunately get that one called back. See Darius come back right there and get some great yardage. Got to know that guy quite a bit in the first half, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Get Darius to the outside. Love the blocking inside. And get right up there close to a first down. Our guys continuing to play well. Look at the protection all day long. And that's one thing about Peyton. He puts it right on the money. Shadle gets behind the defender. And so proud of Shadle, the confidence he's becoming a really outstanding outside receiver. Come back, lose a little bit of contain on quarterback. Again, heads up play for him as he makes a little quick throw there at the end. Defensively, we're adjusting a couple of things. We busted coverage here. Outstanding receiver that they have. He's giving a lot of people trouble, and they're able to move the ball down the field. They come back again. A couple of the things that we adjusted to weren't working, so eventually we get our hand on some of this stuff, but I'm proud of our guys and the way that they're battling, chasing the football down. Quarterback, again, is really tough to handle, and you see Jake Rogers come in and make a really nice play, big sack. Jake's played so well for us at linebacker, does a nice job. Just missed the quarterback as he breaks the pocket there. Tough load to handle. We've got to come in and make a stop from the secondary. And just lose the receiver right here. They get a nice throw. They execute it well. And we've got to get our defense off their heels. The one thing I love about this, JT McLeod, they score on him, and he comes right back. He's not thinking about, hey, they just caught a pass on me. He comes right back in and blocks the PAT.
And it was pretty obvious they didn't want to kick to you.
They did not want to kick to us. Kicked all of them out of bounds. And Coach Davis does a nice job with our return. And I think that they realize how dangerous that could be. Darius Boone running hard inside. We talked about that running game, had over 200 yards. Got a great block to the outside. CKP down there, guys blocking for the entire play. Again, Darius getting some nice yardage there. Come back here. Love to throw, just about pulled it down. Great play call. And again, you can see Peyton is in the zone and playing well. There's some of that tough running that we have inside. Again, a little bit of a wildcat look there with KP. Slips down the sideline, picks up a few yards. Unfortunately, we get the holding call on it. Got a great block by Pearson from the outside, and JT around the corner just does an outstanding job going in for another touchdown. And unfortunately, we got that one called back as well. Love this one. A.J. Green going in, making a nice play. Young sophomore, been playing some corner and running back. Does a good job. Good job by Shadle again, picking up nice yards down the sideline. Good block by Pearson. And we find Torrey Dillard. Torrey's been playing very well. Find Torrey back in the corner of the end zone and get a nice touchdown there. Good throw by Peyton. Good protection.
And the first true handoff of the night for Moore.
First true handoff. You can see our guys are excited about because this is the formations we worked on all week, and they come right out and go 3 and out. I don't think they get back in it again. But you can see our guys playing well. There's Nick Jones on the pressure, and Elijah right there. Tomlin just about had the interception. Must have been something wrong with that spot in the field because I think we dropped a couple right there on the night. Love the play there. Our guys coming in making a nice stop. We get the ball back after a short punt, and Jaquay Shavers out there catching the ball. Nice throw and catch on first down under pressure. Peyton just puts the ball, the guy right in his face, gets it right out there to Xavier. Does a good job. You got Tomlin in running the football. Again, just getting some physical run game there. One of the guys I was really proud of was Brock Henry. Brock Henry, who challenged him to be more physical blocker, and you can see on that play right there, he does a great job with the lead block, and Darius just kind of bursts through the hole and makes a nice touchdown. Jaquan making a nice stop there on the edge. Jaquan does a nice job at corners, had a big game, and continues to do a good job.
Yeah, there's the flag.
Yeah, we got one there for coaching our kids a little bit. We got to make sure we stay back off the sideline. Come back in here. They throw the ball down the field. Again, our guys we're adjusting, playing well, just giving up a few yards, but eventually we start to get pretty stingy with some of this stuff. Come back, throw the ball down the field. We're just off the mark there, but a nice throw and catch on their part. Dawson Prock with a big sack. Of course, you got McGuire in there doing a nice job, causing all kinds of trouble there. Nice defense by Jaquan. Outside backer Josh Frederick in there now. Makes a nice play on the edge as well. Coming back with the little reverse pass. We recognize it, just trying to get back into coverage. Got a couple guys there, and fortunately they missed the throw a little bit. But we're able to stop them and give our offense the ball back. Love the way the guys are just physically attacking blockers. They're downfield, they're playing tough. And then again, we get a nice throw and catch to Kyler down the field. Love the action there. Great job. And just off the mark. Again, I don't know if we lost it in the lights or whatever it was, but Peyton puts it right on the money. I think Jaquay is going to come up with those.
And nothing seems to bother Peyton. He just comes back and throws darts.
Back, throws it in there. Love having an opportunity to kick a really long field goal. Just a little bit, just pushed it off, but definitely had the distance there. Gives them the ball in the 20, just like a punt would be. And so our guys go right back to work. I love the play there. Outstanding job by Keith Dorsey making a play. See McGuire there on the pressure. Good defense in there by Keith, making a nice stop. Great block on the outside. Love the block by Tomlin. You get Jaquay there. Of course, Darius running with a little bit of attitude. Love the way that he's throwing, the way he's running the football. And then we hit Xavier for a touchdown down the middle. Come inside there. Love the play. Got a nice play there by Micah and Josh. Make a nice stop on the edge. See the pressure by Micah again. Good coverage down the field by JoJo. Making a nice play. Love the pressure. They run a little bit of screen to the backside. Screens are always tough against pressure, but when you get it there so fast, the quarterback sometimes has an errant throw on that. Love the way that we got some return out of this. Got about 18 yards on the night. KP doing a good job and not letting the ball bounce and roll down the field. Nice job by AJ as he's continuing to run well, getting the ball down the field. He's getting a lot of confidence as the season grows on. Come back with a little reverse there. KP, good play call. Unfortunately, I think we may have set a record on penalties in this first half.
There was a bunch of them. There's no question. But you guys just kept plugging at it.
Yeah. The adversity that our kids had to overcome. Really proud of what they did there. Love the catch by Kyler. Outstanding job. And we come back and just there's another great block inside by Brock. You see Cantu there planting his guy 5 yards in the end zone. Just love the way those O-line kind of took that message last week of let's play physical. Love the play there. You got Stromberg in at nose and doing a nice job. Cameron Watts come in, make a nice play. Try a little play action off the fly sweep. Again, they complete it, but we make them snap the football again. Our guys, they're able to move the football a little bit, but again, we're just continuing to make them snap the ball, and hopefully something good will happen. You see Big Panther come in there with a nice play, with a nice quarterback pressure and a sack.
Yeah, that quarterback saw number 96 and didn't want any of
Yeah,
that.
great pressure inside there, and JT right there to make the play, knock the ball away. Does a nice job with it. Again, our guys are just right there applying the pressure, making it a little tough on those guys. Love the run from JT. Good block by Torrey on the outside. JT has just become explosive with the ball in his hands. They go to a prevent on us here towards the end of the half, and we're able to get Tomlin down the field quite a bit. Gives us enough yardage to kick a field goal. That one probably would have been good from 50 as far as he put it in there. And, really a good half. I was real excited about the way the kids played.
It's 38-6, but and you've really had great success. But because of the penalties and kind of the way that half went, you look over and go, "Wow, I didn't realize it was 38-6." It was kind of that way. So what was the halftime conversation?
Well, we wanted to try to obviously continue to apply the pressure. We had to make a lot of different adjustments and make sure defensively we were on track with what was working eventually toward the end of that half, and make those types of adjustments.
And also planning to get some other guys in the game, I know, too. So we'll come back into the second half highlights. Union and more coming up next on the Union Football Coaches Show.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy. You get $150 just for switching. And every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
Are you out of high school and looking for a career? At Tulsa Tech, you can explore exciting opportunities in IT, aviation, automotive, manufacturing, visual arts, and more. And Tulsa Tech offers a tuition-free scholarship for adults 18 to 23 years old. That's what I said, free. It's called the Accelerating Independence Scholarship. It's like fast-tracking into a career you love, can make money in, and a career with a future. Find out more about Tulsa Tech's Accelerating Independence Scholarship at tulsatech.edu.
We're back on the Union Football Coaches Show. Kirk Frederick, the head coach of the Redskins. I'm Rick Corey. Let's get right to the second half highlights. There's more to see for Union and more. And come out right away, Coach, and you're going to have a chance to be on offense. And again, they don't want to kick it to you.
Yeah, we got off to a good start, had good field position, and allows us to get the ball at midfield. We're excited about that. Come right back to work offensively. Good protection, good throw, good read, right out to Kyler. Does a nice job. Love the block by Mason. Good block inside there. Ryan Rodriguez fighting to the end of the play. Stromberg just caves it all the way down, and we were able to pick up some nice yardage there. Good protection by Jake Henry on the outside off the speed rush. Love to throw. Good catch. Just kind of fell right there on the end zone, and Jaquay Shavers makes a nice stop. And then Nick Jones here. We got a little direct snap, trying to work all different kinds of things we can. And Nick Jones comes in, makes a nice play for a touchdown, and excited about that out of our heavy package.
Yeah, I just love to see a linebacker get a score
No,
like that.
no
That's
doubt
cool.
about it. Got a deep kick into the end zone there. I think we had several touchbacks on the night. Just Noah doing an outstanding job with that. Come back defensively, great play coming inside there. Cam Watts makes a nice stop. They come back with that same play, trying to get the ball down the field. JT reads it perfectly, is in position, and unfortunately he gets called for a pass interference. Got great pressure. I love the way Tomlin stayed in coverage and then came up late, inserted himself on the blitz, and made a nice play on the quarterback. Great stop by Nick. Nick made a nice play there on the edge. Outstanding job with that. Again, out of the empty stuff, and you can see Josh and Jaquan almost right there making another play. Those guys, two juniors, making a nice stop. Got Darius back in there doing a good job. Get an outstanding throw and catch. KP down the sideline. Love the accuracy that Peyton has there. Good patience inside, great blocking, and Darius does just an outstanding job getting through the traffic and gets the ball down inside. Come back here, and That's a guy running tough inside. Nick there planting him, and our guys continuing to play very well. You know, with that PAT after that, Noah's about one away from setting a career record for PATs. I think he's got 156 points after touchdowns in his career, and that's a lot of kicks.
There's a lot.
Dawson Prock come in, making a nice play on the quarterback. Are able to play, 3 or 4 or 5 linebackers in there doing a great job. You see Keith in there making a nice play. That guy's a lot to handle right there, but we're able to play a couple of other guys defensively and get some guys some good playing time. Josh Peoples with a nice stop. You see Micah Walker in there making a nice play again. There's Peoples on the rush. Great play inside. Josh and Micah again. Nice job on the quarterback. Good job there, Joe Cleary off the edge. Great coverage to the outside there by Jaquan. Got pressure coming up. Got to step up inside. Quarterback makes us pay for that missed gap, and he's able to pick up a first down. Run the football to the side there, and our guys, Jacoby Gibbs, making a nice stop. Got a senior defensive lineman with a nice play. There's Peoples and Prock and Mike in there making a nice play. Quarterback comes, tries to throw the ball to the outside. We get a great play by A.J. Green coming up, making a nice stop. Again, another good play there by Damari Beard and Josh on the outside. Keith Dorsey coming up, making a nice play as we get into this set. And unfortunately here we give up that fourth quarter touchdown that we are really take a lot of pride in trying to keep guys from scoring in the fourth. And unfortunately we give it up, but we are there for the point after and defend that very well.
But this second group of offense, and it's some second and some first, they got after it.
They really did. So you get to see Jaquay get in there. You get a lot of guys like Jake Fuller and some of those guys, Slaughter in there blocking on the outside. Guys making some nice, some really nice plays in there. Come back inside. You see guys like Prock in there making a nice stop. Keegan King's in there. Ryan Harris making a nice play as well. Got Gage Wright at nose guard making a nice stop. And just off the fingertips there, I think he got, well, this isn't appropriate, is it, for you to say he got his hands from his mama, is it? So
No, it probably should.
yeah, I think they're saying he got his hands from his dad. So, but nice play in the zone there by Josh, and gives us a play inside there for our offense to get the ball back.
Jalen was a bull, wasn't he?
Jalen's running the ball really tough inside. Good blocking there. Got a catch out there to a senior wide receiver for us. I'm really proud of Ethan Paul getting the plays, worked so hard for us. Trent DeSmit in there at quarterback now. Of course, Jalen in there as well. Run the football. Great job, good power. When he sees that hole, he hits it really tough. Really proud of the way that he's playing there. Good block downfield by Fuller. You got Jack Harris, young sophomore, offensive guard in there doing a nice job. Really, again, you're excited when you get an opportunity for some of these guys to come in and have a chance to play.
I love Jalen's pad height. He's got a nice low run.
Does a really good job with that. Continues to run well. Eglinton in there playing well, and we're able to get in there and get that score.
Oh, look, a holding call.
No, we weren't able to get in there and get the score. So we got to go back to work. You can see that the clock's running down just a little bit here. Come in, kick a field goal. And, every time that Noah kicks a field goal, he breaks his own record for career field goal. So Noah's been very productive for us, and we're excited for him.
There's just nothing like knowing you got that. I mean, not only just his kickoffs, but knowing that guy's back there, that's really cool. All right, so that one's in the books. It's a nice win. You get a nice ride back down the turnpike. Makes it a little easier to go to school the next day. But it doesn't get any easier as you turn around and play again on a Saturday. So when we come back on the Union Football Coaches Show, we'll take a look at up close and personal, and we'll preview Game Next. That's next on the Union Football Coaches Show.
Hey Union students, show off your Union spirit by wearing Union gear, only available at the UWear store. The UWear store has athletic gear, clothing, and other merchandise so that you and your friends can look stylish while repping the U. The UWear store has the best quality items and is partnered up with major brands such as Nike, Under Armour, and even Champion. For a limited time, Union High School students who present their ID at checkout will receive 10% off all items. So stop by the UWear store today and reward yourself with some awesome gear.
Tim shares his jacket.
Don thinks he's kinda nice.
Danny shares with Beth.
On a beach in paradise.
Robert shares his dance moves.
Then he shares a spin.
Victor shares with Emily.
But she's more into Quinn.
Kevin shares a song and the spotlight with Colleen.
Nick shares with Vince's sister, the DJ who's 19.
Deja shares with Curtis.
After her curfew.
Sharing's always better when I share a Coke with you.
We're back on the Union Football Coaches Show. Kirk Frederick, the head coach. I'm Rick Corey. We're going to get right to our up close and personal. We've got some really good shots from this game, Union against Moore.
Yeah, excited to see this game from this angle. There's Spencer Shadle, and senior wide receiver, got behind there, and what a great throw by Peyton to get the ball there to him. Here's Jaquan making a nice play in the flat. Does a really good job defending the flat. Also had that fumble recovery. Jaquan Sanders, nice play. And then of course you got Jake Rogers, kind of getting the throwback cowboy collar going there. Jake Rogers at linebackers played so well. Love the look here. Got the little fly sweep there out of the Wildcat. Got Darius and Kyler Pearson in the picture. There's Nick Jones, player of the game, applying pressure on the quarterback. Nick is such a spirit for our team, a team captain. Love coaching that kid. There's Dandridge right before the half, I believe. We got this tailback down the seam and does a nice job. Good throw, good catch, good touchdown. And there's Michael Walker on a big stop. You got an assist there by Josh, and excited to see some of those juniors playing in a big-time game.
What a great shot.
Great shot here. I still don't know how Dean gets it, but I mean, it's just right there. Great concentration by Kyler on the catch. Michael Panther, great pressure on the quarterback, creating some problems for him throwing the football down the field. There's Coach Jeff Brown. Coach Brown's been with us for a few years now. Coaches our defensive line, does a great job for us. Also a baseball coach. I need to tell him that if you put that headphone on your ear, you actually can hear a little bit better. But no, he is. Coach Brown's done a really good job for us.
And you mentioned those guys had to make some adjustments because here, Norman or Moore comes out doing things they hadn't done before. That's getting to do that fast.
Yeah, it was. It was really a lot of good work for our staff, and it actually makes it a lot of fun when you have to get in some of those chess match games. It's a lot of fun.
People are familiar with Norman North because of a state championship game a couple of years ago that was a dogfight. So tell us about them this year.
Well, they've got a new coach. Justin Jones comes from Bishop McGuinness in Oklahoma City, and had a lot of success there. Has won some championships there, and has moved from 5A to 6A. And unfortunately, because of some injuries, they haven't won as many games as they need to. But they are playing really well. The Mashburn kid is so dominant as a defensive lineman, outside backer, Wildcat running back, whatever you want him to play. So it ought to be a good test for us.
And another trip down the turnpike. But again, because you've done it a couple of times, it does get a little bit more routine for your guys, which helps, doesn't it?
It has. We're kind of getting into a cycle with this. The 6A split at the beginning was how many trips are you taking? How's that going to be? But we're kind of used to this. The guys that are seniors are now, as a sophomore, had to make this trip. They understand some of those things, so it's not quite as much of a nuance. Obviously, it's a long trip. You want your guys to play well.
But it helps since it's on a Friday night.
That's right.
Let's just say I'm grateful about that. All right, so we'll be with you again next week after Union and Norman North right here on the Union Football Coaches Show.